So the iPad Pro news just doesn't end, and today we have some clarifications on the release date of this product and possibly a new Magic Keyboard that could launch with the 2021 refresh. So yes, a lot to delve into, and so without further ado, make sure to like and subscribe, click that notification for the latest Apple news and rumors, and with that being said, let's just tuck in. So of course, as of late, there's been a lot of confusion regarding the release date of the next iPad Pro, and today we have some tidbits regarding just that, and how we could still be seeing this iPad Pro in March. So John Prosser, in his latest episode of Front Page Tech, basically told us that yes, according to his sources, a March event is still happening, though of course it's not happening on the 16th like Mark Gurman told us. And also he believes that the three products coming at this event will be the iPad Pro, the Magic Keyboard, which I'll touch on in a little while, and AirTags. Now of course, some of you might wonder what about the iPad mini and the budget iPad that were also supposedly coming out in March. Well, I honestly have no clue as to why they've been pushed back, but to be honest, with all the confusion recently, with of course the March event, I can see some leakers claiming next week that the iPad mini is on track again. So yeah, I'm not too sure myself, anything can happen at this point, we just have to wait and see. Now regarding the iPad Pro, we have more evidence to suggest a March release, because RJ Tech, who by the way is a very talented creator that you guys should check out, so I'll leave his channel in the link below, but essentially he got in contact with Paperlike, the company who makes screen protectors for the iPad, and apparently a PR rep for the company claims that he is very sure the iPad Pro should be launching in March. Now RJ does tell me that apparently they did claim that AirTags would be launching in December, and of course we didn't get AirTags in December, so take this information with a grain of salt. But in the past, for some weird reason, one thing I've noticed is that these case manufacturers and accessory makers usually seem to know the release date of upcoming Apple products for some weird reason. I have no idea if they have internal sources or not, or if they're making some wild predictions, but they have been somewhat accurate in the past as far as I know, so yeah, this could be some substantial evidence to suggest the iPad Pros are still on track for a March release. But anyways, going back to John Prosser's report, he did mention something quite interesting, and that is, he says a new Magic Keyboard is on the way with this new iPad Pro. Now this is completely surprising news to me because as far as I'm aware, I haven't heard of any leaks suggesting a Magic Keyboard 2 is on the way with this new iPad Pro refresh, but the fact John does mention this as something that will be announced at the event leads me to believe that we can expect a refresh with these 2021 models. And of course, this actually makes a lot of sense because we've heard about the iPad Pro getting thicker due to the mini LED panel and the LED backlights that need space because of the heat that's generated. So yes, there is a fair chance that your existing Magic Keyboard might not work with the thicker body of the new iPad Pro, and so yeah, Timothy's making you buy another one. That's kind of a scummy move in my opinion, but of course Apple's gonna be Apple, they want your money, and so this definitely does seem pretty plausible to me. Though let's assume for a minute that Apple isn't going to be lazy, what upgrades can we expect with this new version of the Magic Keyboard? Well of course, like I said, we haven't got any substantial leaks about a new Magic Keyboard, and so I had to rely on some patents, and I only found one, and that is regarding a slot for the Apple Pencil in the hinge of the keyboard. But this very much seems like one of those patents that just never sees the light of day, because let's be honest, is there a use in this feature when the Apple Pencil magnetically attaches to the iPad itself? Like, I just don't see the point of having a slot to hold the Apple Pencil when you can just leave it on the iPad. Like, that's just the logical thing to do. So yeah, I don't think this is happening anytime soon. Though I do have my fair share of theories as to what we could see, and that begins with more USB-C ports. So obviously a lot more people are using the iPad Pro and Magic Keyboard combo as their computer of choice, and so Apple offering more USB ports with the Magic Keyboard would be a huge upgrade to a lot of people. Another few changes I can see happening are the addition of a function row and a larger trackpad. So again, for that demographic looking to replace their MacBooks with the iPad, having a function row and having access to those shortcuts really improves the experience, and of course having a larger trackpad is always welcome, especially since the Magic Keyboard has a pretty small trackpad compared to the ginormous ones we see on the MacBooks. Now of course these changes can't be implemented with the current design. If we want a larger trackpad we need a bigger case, and if we want a function row, then of course we can't have the floating angle. And so if we do see these changes happen, then yeah, the Magic Keyboard could see a slightly redesigned, larger casing, and possibly more angles to position the iPad screen at. Actually, regarding the function row, maybe we could see the touch bar on the next iPad Pro Magic Keyboard. That would be pretty cool. Though of course, if Apple does implement this, I hope they work on the reliability first. Personally, the change I want to see the most is a different choice of material, because the cloth / plasticky material we have right now doesn't age that well, which isn't great for a $350 keyboard. And so yes, for a more premium feel and for better durability, I think aluminium might be the better move, much like Bridge uses on their keyboards. And to round it off, I have one more wildcard theory, and that is maybe we see some sort of MagSafe tech implemented with the next Magic Keyboard. Now my thinking with MagSafe and the Magic Keyboard is that we see a battery pack built into the side of the Magic Keyboard, and of course as soon as you place the iPad using MagSafe and magnets, then it will automatically charge the device, much like the MagSafe puck on the iPhone 12. This by far is the wildest prediction. I highly doubt that could happen, but of course with Apple going MagSafe crazy, I'm pretty sure that Apple will have some sort of MagSafe tech in a future version of the iPad Pro. But tell me in the comments below your theories as to what Apple could bring to the table with this new Magic Keyboard. Anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click that bell notification for the latest Apple news and rumors. Check out a video here in the icon above about the March event possibly being postponed, though hopefully that's not the case. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya, peeps.